was ruling on site visits, because if they've done that, then they should change the entire website, because they have all this information on site visits and describe it over and over and over again. And so Robert Freeman needs to get to his website and make some dramatic changes, because over and over and over again it cites this ruling, and it cites the facts that for many, many years boards and councils have been able to go to sites, observe the sites, not deliberate, receive information, have information presented to them, carefully decide what their behavior is to make sure that they are not deliberating, and deliberate at a future date, which is exactly what happened. So that is a site visit, and that certainly is recognized as appropriate, as Tony told us.
Well, Commissioner, I think there's a difference between deliberating at a site visit.
No, you can't deliberate at the site visit.
But I would define deliberation at a site visit as even asking questions of the person you're seeking the information from. If you're there for a presentation only, and you say absolutely nothing, and not indicate your concerns, your focus, then you're not deliberating. And I agree with that analysis. But I don't think you're telling us that the site visit you went to, there were no questions from some of the council members there to those that had information.
Well, the information, what you just said, isn't consistent with the Court of Appeals or with Robert Freeman. They went there to get information. They didn't deliberate. They could certainly ask questions of the people that were presenting to them. But they couldn't deliberate among themselves. They couldn't ask questions of each other. But they could certainly ask questions at a site visit. You certainly do interact with the people.
Well, the difference is there were only two commissioners there, though.
Well, that's true too. And you're absolutely right, that there wasn't a quorum there anyway, but because Commissioner Scirocco left. But the fact of the matter is, in the future, we need to make sure people understand what a site visit is and what is and isn't allowed. And I'm sorry, Mayor, but that's not correct. You certainly are allowed to if you were there to meet with a property owner, or if you're there to have a presentation, as was the case on KRS Avenue East, you certainly can ask questions of the person that's giving the presentation. You cannot deliberate amongst yourselves, but you can certainly have a give and take with the person who's presenting to you.
There was no urgency in that site visit.
It has nothing to do with urgency, Mayor.
Let me finish. Sure. That would justify not giving the 72 hours notice.
Don't need notice for that, Mayor. You're wrong again. I'm sorry.
I disagree.
I'm sorry, but you're wrong.
Excuse me, can I just clarify something that occurred that day?
Sure.
I don't have a problem.
Can I just make one clarification? And
Sure.
I don't know, I guess I'm getting too close to Bob Freeman. And I know what he would say in this matter. Yes, that site visit, when it's should be, does not have to be noticed. It should definitely be stated we will not be conducting business. We will discuss whatever our outcome is at a future meeting. But he does put a big caution here, because a lot of property owners do not want the public or the media on their properties during that site visit, because it puts them into a liable situation.
Yes.
So that is a concern he also raises in the course of all this.
That is a concern, but that has nothing to do with the concerns that the mayor was just raising.
Well, I think